it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and I'm here with a card making video. I wanted to show you guys one of the cards that I'm putting together. I'm trying to get a jump start on some graduation cards. I know that it's a few months away. I know college graduation around here is usually May. Our high school graduation, however, who knows when that's going to be because of the way this weather has been this year. It looks like it may be the end of June. So I may have some more time, but I just wanted to get started on making some things for my Etsy shop. So today we're going to make a top folding card that's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's some black cardstock. Got that. The next thing that I used is to stamp the image and the sentiment. I used some StazOn jet black ink, and it's probably my favorite ink to stamp images in and for sentiments. For the main image, I used this Impression Obsession stamp. It's called Bookshelves, and this is what it looks like. It's mounted onto this block, which is, I think it's called a rocker block, I'm not sure, but it's nice because it's such a large background stamp that it gives a pretty good image. It pushes all of it as you rock it from side to side. So it actually really helps with big stamps like this. And this is a 5 3/4 inch square stamp. So use that for the background main image on the front. And then for the inside sentiment, I use these Simon Says stamps, and these are inside and out sayings, and I use the congratulations from this. And if you saw the video before this, I got a Kelly Perky Simon exclusive wafer thin die. It says 2014 on it. And it was 75% off, so if you guys go over to the Simon Says stamp store, there's a bunch of stuff that's over in clearance, and this is one of the things. They actually had a lot of dies that were, I think a lot of dies that were in clearance. It might still be there. So I ran that through my Cuttlebug several times, so use that. And the other supplies that I'm going to be using today are my Zig 2-way glue pen, this Pick Me Up tool from Silhouette. It's kind of like silly putty at the end on the one side, and the other side just has like a little hook, and it helps take out little pieces from intricate dies, and my ATG gun. So I'm going to start off by putting the card base to the side. And what I'm going to do is I took that 2014 die and ran it through my Cuttlebug 3 times in this red. So now I'm going to layer the pieces together. So what I'm going to do is put glue on one piece, and hopefully it doesn't dry by the time I get to the other piece. And then just place my first layer on top of that. And it should line up nicely. This just helps make the die cut look thicker since it's such an intricate piece. I kind of want, and it's really the main focal image on my front. I really want it to stand out, so I wanted to give it a little bit more dimension. The other way that you can do it, that I've seen people give dimension to these wafer thin dies, is to use glossy accents. And I don't have any glossy accents, so it makes it dry, it dries on the top of it, and it gives it a nice shine, and it also gives it some more dimension. So those are the ways that I've seen people give dimension to these wafer thin dies. But since I don't have any, I just ran it through the Cuttlebug 3 times, and I'm going to put it together. Now you can do this as many times as you like. If you wanted a thicker die cut, then you just keep running it through, or what you can do if you use the top as a pattern paper and you don't have that much pattern paper, you don't want to waste it, you can do the pattern on the top and then do white or black or a complementary color to your decorative piece on the top, so that it makes it look like you cut it out from a really, really thick piece of paper or chipboard. So this is the die cut. This is how thick it is. So we're going to place that to the side. And then what I've done is I've cut out a piece of white cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4, and then I cut a piece of red cardstock a quarter of an inch or I'm sorry, 1/8 of an inch larger, just to give it a nice mat. So, I'm sorry, I stamped on the back the first time. I have never used this stamp before, so I used it and it didn't come out great the first time. So, and my hair. Okay. So now that I have the tape on the back of that from the ATG gun, I'm just going to, I have glue on my finger and the piece of hair is stuck to that. Lovely. I'm just going to place this down so that it has a nice red border around it. And you'll see there's 2 spots where I didn't exactly get, the stamping didn't exactly come out great, which is fine because what's going to happen is I'm going to put the die cut piece over top of it and you're not even really going to be able to see that. So the 2014 is going to go right here. So I'm just going to use my glue again. Just not every single little inch has to be covered in it, just some of the, like the points. Okay. So, and just make sure that it lines up and that it's straight. I actually didn't need that tool. I thought I was going to use it. So then this is what the front looks like. It's just very, very simple, very classic graduation card. And then we can take it and mount it to the front of our card. And there should just be a nice, I think, 1/8 of an inch border around the whole piece. So there's the front of the card. That's what it looks like. Just a little piece on that side. There we go. 2014. And then the inside, I did the same thing as I did for the front piece. I stamped in black the congratulations from that Simon Says stamp set, and then I'm going to mat it with some red cardstock. Okay. So it should be a nice 1/8 of an inch border around this. And usually what I do to line it up pretty good, I'll line it up on 3 sides just to make sure that it's even on all 3. And then that way, you line it up, it should be even on the 4th side. Should be, but not always. So, because with this ATG tape, it's really hard to take something back up without creasing the paper. So you want to try to get it right the first time. And always make sure that you're taping the card, the inside, to the right part of the card. I've done that where I've taped it to the wrong side of the card. It's frustrating when you've done all that hard work and then you realize that you've made a silly mistake like that. So there's the inside, just says congratulations. There's plenty of room for, the recipient to write a message in there. And there's the front of it. It's just a very simple, classic graduation card. It can be used for anything from, elementary school graduation, middle school, high school, college graduation, lawyers, from beauty school, anything like that you'd like to use it for. So 2014, there's the books on the front and then the congratulations on the inside. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the supplies I used or any of the techniques, feel free to leave comments or questions below. If there's anything you'd like to see, feel free to do the same. And subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!